Gemini back with another video, and I got something for you. I'm sitting there last night, I did a Google Hangout with a bunch of guys, and I'm like, you know what? It's late, not much going on, the house is quiet. I'm gonna pop in an old WWF tape, and I'm gonna watch Hulkamania 6. So I'm watching Hulkamania 6, I'm getting into it, and then about halfway through it, the tracking gets so bad on it that the tape won't play anymore. And this tape was fairly brand new too. So I was like, you know what, dude, you got to make a video about Amazon scams, because I think I got this tape on Amazon years and years ago. You got to make a, you gotta really watch when you buy on Amazon. Straight up, you got to watch, because they could be selling you anything, and the tape doesn't even work. The tracking on it was so bad that, yeah, the tape just popped out and wouldn't play anymore. Now that's one thing that I don't miss about old school VHS tapes, is when the tape doesn't play anymore. That used to piss me off when the tracking would get so bad it just stopped playing. And that's where we were at with Hulkamania 6 last night, just in the middle of the Hogan and Slaughter match. Just tape just so bad it wouldn't play anymore. And I was like, you know what, I made a video on when people used to dub tapes and stuff. That's exactly what happened on this. When someone rented this tape years ago, someone dubbed it, and it got dubbed so many times by people in the video rental stores that it wouldn't even play for anyone who rented it anymore. And that was one of the drawbacks. If you were a wrestling fan who dubbed master copies of a tape and it got dubbed so many times by so many people, whoever would come along and rent it after it got dubbed, you were the one getting screwed. And I got screwed on this one last night. It wasn't too big of a deal. I could put in another tape or whatever. I got a million of them. But I was just saying, that was one of the side effects of when people used to dub these tapes, is they would screw up the tracking, they would screw up the tape so bad that it wasn't even watchable. So it was a perfect example last night. It was like, it all came together. Made a video about people dubbing tapes, and then I go to watch an old tape, and the old tape had been dubbed to the point where it didn't play anymore. So I don't know. It was just one of those things that you got to watch people when they're selling tapes on Amazon. Half the time the tapes don't even work. Plus the tape is over 25 years old. So it's been played so many times that it quit. Now most of my VHS tapes are in really good shape with really good tracking. I just happened to catch one last night that was in really, really, really rough shape, that looked like it was in good shape until I started playing it, and then I realized, you know what? Yep, I'm exactly a victim of everything that I talked about in my last video. So watch your Amazon scams, and be leery when you buy old VHS tapes. You never know how many times that tape has been dubbed. Obviously this one's been dubbed a million times, and it screwed the tape all up. So lesson learned for Jem. Thank you. Have a good one.